Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be doing my impressions on the book Switched by Amanda Hocking, and I am rather excited to review this book for you guys and give my thoughts on it because I didn't think I was going to enjoy it as much as I did, and while it's not like the greatest book I've ever read, it was actually quite good and I do recommend it. So let me get a little bit into why I recommend it. First of all, I want to talk about the author Amanda Hocking. What I found out is that Amanda Hocking is actually originally a self-published author, and she sold so much that I think they then published her book in paper form. I'm not sure of that, but the way it describes in the back is that she originally self-published and now she's sold millions and millions of copies or whatever. And she has this book, which is a part of a trilogy, and on top of that she has 6 other books. So I think that's really awesome, and I really support authors who start out just self-publishing their own books and then from there get published, because that shows the hard work and dedication that I'm a bit jealous of. Switch is about Wendy, and Wendy has always felt out of place. She doesn't get along with most people. She doesn't fit in her school. She keeps having to switch from school to school. And on top of that, when Wendy was 6, her mother tried to kill her, which obviously was a huge catalyst in her life, and her mother ended up in a mental hospital, and Wendy ended up with her aunt and her wonderful brother. Now, the reason why her mother says she tried to kill her is because her mother doesn't believe that Wendy is her child. In fact, she thinks that another child was hers altogether, and that somehow Wendy got put in her own child's spot. While her mother thinks that everyone else in Wendy's family is really accepting of her. Her brother is super wonderful to her, and she has a hard time, but her family still supports her a ton. Then we meet Finn, and Finn shows up in her school, and he's kind of a mixed character. Like, part of the time he acts like he likes her a lot and stares at her a ton, and the other part of the time he's just ignoring her, and she doesn't know what's up. But it turns out that Finn knows something about Wendy, which is the fact that she is actually a changeling. Who would have guessed at the title? I know. But it turns out that by the fact that she's a changeling causes a ton of events to occur and adventure and just an introduction to a variety of other characters, which was super exciting, and I really did enjoy the development of the story. Now, the things that I really loved about this book were most of all the writing. Now, I wouldn't say it's like, oh my gosh, this writing is so beautiful and lyrical and just absolutely exceptional, but rather it just made me really enjoy it. Like, it had plenty of action, but not too much action. The characters were funny and interesting. I enjoyed the romance in it. I enjoyed the drama. I enjoyed all of it. Now, that was enough for me to say, hey, I really like this book and I want to recommend it to others. The drawback in this book is, number one, the plot isn't the most original thing I've ever heard of. I mean, it really is something that we've seen a lot. But that didn't really bother me. I went into this book expecting a supernatural fairy YA, and that's exactly what I got. So I was okay with that fact. The second problem I had with it is that I didn't always agree with Wendy's decisions or how she reacted to situations. Oftentimes I just wanted to be like, why don't you just do this instead of what you're doing, because that's such a stupid decision. But I mean, that's the fact that when you read a book, you can't always agree with all the characters' decisions. But overall, that didn't bother me too much, and I really enjoyed the book. I believe I gave this book 4 out of 5 stars. If I'm wrong, I'm so sorry. But I will include my link for my Goodreads down below. Please add me if you haven't. I would love to be able to check out what you guys are reading, and overall, I just really love this book. If you like YA books and you don't mind something that isn't that original, I really recommend this series. I am definitely going to read the rest of the books in this series. It's something where obviously there are other books out there that are really good, but if you want something just enjoyable, pick up Switched and let me know what you think of it, or if you've already read it, let me know please. And I hope you guys are having an awesome day and getting lots of reading in, and I will see you later. Bye guys!